The Honest Garage Podcast, where real shop owners tell real shop stories.
Today on the Honest Garage Podcast, we're talking with a shop owner who built his business the hard way, through second chances, hard lessons, and the kind of all-in customer commitment that makes ownership feel equal parts mission and burnout. Our guest today is Alex Rodriguez, managing partner of Euro Cars Southend in Charlotte, North Carolina. Euro Cars Southend operates out of Southend as a European-focused repair shop, serving Charlotte drivers with maintenance, diagnostics, repair, performance work, and care for everything from daily driver luxury cars to enthusiast builds. The shop positions itself around an enthusiast-driven, bespoke customer experience, and public review platforms reflect a strong reputation for communication, professionalism, and customers feeling like they're treated more like family than a number. What makes Alex's story stand out is that it's anything but polished. In the prep call, he talked openly about growing up in Miami around bodywork and custom paint, getting into car audio and suspension work early, opening a shop with his brother, and then losing everything after multiple prison stints tied to the life that he was living outside of the shop. When he moved to Charlotte, he was starting over from scratch, making $12 an hour, mounting and balancing tires, and from there worked his way into sales, management, and eventually a role at Eurowise, where he built relationships strong enough that clients later followed him into his own business. That business became Euro Cars Southend, and Alex told us that two of his friends and former clients actually became his business partners. And over the past 7 years, they built the shop into a strong European service brand in Charlotte. What's interesting is that Alex doesn't talk like a guy trying to be cheap or convenient. He talks like a guy trying to be worth it. In the prep call, he was blunt that his labor rates are among the highest for independent shops in the area, and just as blunt that he stands behind the work because he wants to sleep at night knowing that the car left right. That same mindset shows up in public customer feedback, where clients repeatedly mention the team's honesty, follow-through, and willingness to make things right. At the same time, Alex was honest about what ownership costs. He talked in the prep call about the pressure of payroll, rent, tax bills, after-hour customer texts, staffing problems, the constant feeling that even when you leave the building, you never really leave the building. He loves the business enough to give it 120%, but he also knows that's exactly what can make ownership exhausting. In this episode, we're going to dig into how Alex went from losing everything to building one of Charlotte's best-known independent Euro shops, what it takes to charge confidently and still create loyal customers, how he hires for standards and attitude, and what other independent owners can learn from someone who knows both the upside and the weight of building a business with his name and reputation tied to every car that leaves. Alex, welcome to the Honest Garage Podcast, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, what's up, David? I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm blessed. I'm honored to be on the show.
I don't know if it's quite worth the honor category yet, but we appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna get a Grammy from this, man.
There we go. We could see you up on stage with Ariana Grande singing. It'll be great.
I don't know about the singing part, but let's get it. Let's go.
Perfect. Hey, so we normally start off the show with a real easy question because most of us are car guys in the industry. It just sort of happens that way. We're passionate about vehicles. So what's that car that got you interested, got you started in the industry, or that you're really passionate about, or what's your dream car now?
Believe it or not, man, the first car I ever started to tinker with was a Toyota Celica, a 1990. Yeah, it was a 1990 Toyota Celica. And my dad painted it ice blue was the color. And after a while, I was like, you know what? Let me go and cut the springs on this. And I cut the springs to lower it. I put one of these bullshit cherry bomb exhaust with a clamp on the back. At the time, it was dope. And then I was like, man, this looks so much better. And I acquired a set of wheels that fit. Believe it or not, it was from a Pontiac Vibe. And it was a twisted 5-spoke. And the offset was like just fucking perfect. Mind you, I didn't know anything about offsets or anything like that. But the fitment was perfect, especially with the stance. Everything was good. And I just I fell in love with cars. I was always loving cars, but actually like tinkering with the cars, that's when it was just like, all right, cool. It's a done deal. And then from there, it just blossomed into people just, oh man, what'd you do to the car? How'd you do that? And I was like, I got you. Let's go. And hence the cutting of coils came about for me. But yeah, no, that was the main car that got it. And I love that car, man. And the next one was an AE86 Corolla with the trunk, not a hatch. And that one, when I was all done with it, man, it was badass, man. I missed that car, but ended up not realizing what it would be worth today. And I sold it to a friend for like $1,500. And I was just like, I look at him like, oh shit. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Back in the days, it wasn't worth anything. It was like, oh, that's a fucking Corolla. Get out of here. That ain't worth shit. But now it's like, I could have sold that for 50 grand. But yeah, that's pretty much what set it off for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And some of the stuff that you talked about, I know ties in with some of those early jobs that you had in the industry that we were talking about with the body work and working on custom cars in Miami. And walk us through that time, and then walk us through. Of course, we kind of teased it in the opener. You lost everything and you started over in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Walk us through those early years, and then walk us through how you got here.
So essentially, just after that, it kind of during that time, I just go kind of quick through those years. Part of the reason why I say that is because part of the car game was I need parts, and in order to get certain parts, I acquired vehicles some way somehow. And so in that time, I spent a lot of time in juvenile hall and shit like that. But it got me in the car scene big time. A lot of people knew who I was. A good friend of mine, Lewis, he owned a shop called Wheel Outlet. And it was right after I got out of prison. And he was like, come work for me. Let's keep your head straight. And my brother was right next door at an audio shop. And I was doing wheels and tires, lowering kits the right way, coilovers, all that good stuff. And we decided, it was like, man, he didn't want to work for Jeff anymore. And Lewis was traveling. I didn't want to work for the manager that was there. I was like, let's just open up our own shit. And we opened up Audio by Design. But during that time, I graduated to motorcycles, and acquiring them was very easy for me. Unfortunately, things catch up and shit happens. So during the process of us having our shop, things were pretty good, man. It was cool for our shop. We opened up late, normally around 11 or 12, but the guys loved it. Guys and girls loved it because they can come after work, get their cars done, quick radio install. We had it to where a lot of the car meets would come over after hours, and we were there till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's kind of cool. It was different, but it was like mostly our hangout, but got to work on cars type thing. But unfortunately, we lost that due to just dumb shit. And from there, I had to choose. What do I do? Do I stay in Miami? Do I die? Do I go to prison? What do I do? So luckily, I was able to come to North Carolina and literally start from scratch. I didn't even have a car. And the first car I bought was a $1,500 Lincoln Town car. Okay. And I was able to get a set of wheels for it, though. I slapped a set of 22s on it, tinted the windows. And yeah, she was cool. She was nice. White with red interior. But I was working at Rent and Roll. That's how I acquired the wheels. They were legit. But I was working at Rent and Roll and just started as their tire guy. And this was a set of tires and wheels that came off. And the manager was like, just take them. Put them on your car. Let's go. And from there, just kind of it went higher and higher. The manager there kept me in the back, but he knew I could bang shit out in the front and sell shit. And then one day the owner was there and he was like, who is that guy? I just saw him sell 3 sets of wheels in 30 minutes. Put him in the front. So I went to the front, and from there it just kind of blossomed up in the company. And then during the process, I owned an E46 M3 and then an Audi A6. And I used to take Eurowise. And I met Mike, super cool dude, and we got along well. I loved the shop there, and I loved the vibes. I was like, man, I could really get into this. I could really dig this. So I bothered him all the time. Mike, what's up? You looking for somebody? You looking for somebody? 3 years. 3 years went by, and he called me one day. He goes, hey, you looking for a job? And I said, hold on. Hey, Gary, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. He goes, dude, I didn't offer you the job. I was like, man, you're calling me for a reason, so I'm on board. Let's go. I just put my 2 weeks in. And sure enough, I had to drop down in pay. He was like, listen, I'm going to start you off. You're back to $12 an hour, but I'm going to teach you this. And a long story short, man, I didn't really get taught much. They bounced on me, and I had to figure all this shit out myself, how to write tickets up and find parts and stuff. And I told him like 2 months into it, I said, I'm going to run your company for you. He's like, oh, you just started, man. Slow down. And sure enough, within 6 months, I ran the company for him. And from there, I built a lot of relationships with other shops. If they needed tools, they needed anything, I can call them, they can call me. Love to build that bridge between us all because there's so much money to go around, man. I'm not pressed. Oh, you took my client or this or that. I'm not stressing it because for that one client loss, there's 16 more coming in. And I gained two great clients that they became awesome friends, Lane and Jonathan. And I wanted to just finally just branch off and do my own thing. And I called them one day and I was like, yo, you guys want to open up a shop? And they're like, for real? I was like, yeah, man, I got a spot that we can check out. And what's up? You want to do this? And they're like, yeah, we're on board. Let's figure this shit out and let's go. So here we are today. And we've been rocking for 7 years now, since 2019. We came in and bought an existing business, but it was in shambles. The owner, Paul, amazing guy. He was trying to run the business and work on cars by himself in this big building because he was at the point of leaving. So all his guys left too, knowing that it was about to end. And we came in, and here we are.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about that transition where you brought in friends and clients as business partners. And I know that you're the gearhead of the group. Talk to me about what it was like going into business with a couple of guys who haven't owned or run a shop before.
So the cool thing was about them is they're definitely car guys. They love to race cars. Jonathan, going to college, he was he became an Alpha apprentice tech under a guy named Hans, amazing guy out of Atlanta. And that's how he paid for schooling. But in the process became a badass. He learned this shit. He learned how to work on cars. He's got a lift at home and everything, which is amazing. But they never ran a shop. So with Lane as well, he tinkers with his Bronco. He's got a badass off-road Bronco. He's got an old school Porsche multiple that he's had, and he loves messing with those. So they're pretty good with tinkering. But what was great about it is that they knew what I did on the inside. They knew how I ran the shop. They knew the guys, how they worked for me. They knew my clientele, the way the relationships were with them and what I gave to that clientele. So it was like, for them, I would assume it was a no-brainer. Yo, this guy knows his shit. Yeah. Not to mention the friendship that we built while they were my clients at Eurowise was amazing. Just being able to call them and talk to them. Jonathan's a doctor, and anything I needed, I was like, yo, I need you to come hang out, man. Come talk to me, man. I need to just release some stress. And he would come over and we just chit chat and talk it up. Same thing with Lane. Anything I needed, it was just like, come on over. And it was great, man. It's great because I can count on them outside the business. It's not just, hey, I need additional funds or this or that, and that's it. Get the fuck out my face. That's not the case at all. It's nice knowing that I have people I can count on in the business and outside the business.
Yeah. I know we talked a lot in the prep call about some of the pressures and some of the hard parts about being a business owner. And I'm curious, it's got to be great to have those guys, friends and clients, as you're not doing this by yourself at least. But what's been the hardest part of ownership for you personally? And how do you carry that pressure that we talked about in the prep call without really letting it get to you or wreck the good relationships that you have with customers?
I will say, as far as the customers go, my relationship's always going to be healthy with them. And that's why I'm always stressed, because I want to make sure that mine and their relationship is always going to be on point. I'm always going to go to bat for them. One of the biggest issues, of course, is, yes, I do have two partners, but one's a doctor. He owns multiple other businesses. Lane is building houses. So it's hard. They're not on step. They're not on a day-to-day basis with me at all. They're not here to run the shop. If I needed them to run tech metric and build a ticket, they couldn't do it. So essentially, I am the guy up front. I'm the guy that runs the shop. They help me out with marketing. They help me out with the bills. They help me out with all that other stuff. But here it's clients. They don't know them. They don't know the clients. And that's fine because they're not here. It's me. So I take on that responsibility. But No, it is tough, man. It is tough because essentially it's solely everything's based around you. And when you run this shop and you're here as a present owner, you are the manager, you are the service advisor, you're a tech. You try to play all the roles, and it's difficult running around and trying to make sure every car is right. Every car, the torque specs are proper, wheels aren't flying off the car, brakes aren't chattering. It's tough when you got to go through all that and care about the clients. You're making sure tech metric, your response time is on point. You send out an inspection report, make sure that the estimate's sent out within a half hour. It's tough because people are waiting. And one thing that I hate cars to sit on my lot. It's a liability. It's making me no money. It's taking up good real estate. So anything on a lift, we're waiting on parts 2 or 3 days, push that shit out. Push in another car. I don't care if it can't run. Put some wheel dollies on it. Get it out. So everything is always, let's go. It's always a pressure, especially with just making sure the clients are always up to date. And in doing so, it's my fault. I opened the door for, hey, hit me up anytime type shit. But it works, man. It works. And I don't know. I guess I work good under pressure and stress.
So, what are you doing to relieve that stress and relieve that pressure outside of what are you doing on your personal time so that you can balance that a little bit?
Oh man, I hit the gym. I hit the gym. I go during the day. I go during the day around 1, 2 o'clock. Sometimes I have to push it back if something's going on, but the guys know, listen, you want a happy, good Alex, and we want to rock. You better let me leave, bro. Let me leave. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to go to the gym at 7 o'clock at night and come home at 10, 11. Then the wifey's like, bro, what the fuck? I don't spend time with you. It's like you get home, you take a shower and you go to sleep. I try to balance everything. I get my woosah moment at the gym, bang out some weights, and come back, end the day strong. Get to go home and spend time with the wifey and have a date night here and there. And it allows me to
Yeah,
kind
a
of do
little
my,
pressure release valve.
yes, yeah.
That's great, man. I love that. I know one of the things that we talked about too on the prep call was that you're not trying to be the cheapest option in town. You want to be a place that charges confidently and does the work right and are there to back it up. How do you think that the balance between premium pricing and accountability and creating a customer experience, how do you find that balance?
I will say this. I don't advertise my labor rates. I don't advertise that. This is your price. This is what you get. But in my mind, and the thought that I put against with all my guys in the shop is we are charging a premium. We are looking to get the upper echelon clients as well, the clients that want to take care of their cars, not, oh man, I need a discount, this and that. I don't want that client. I want the people that come in that want to service their car all the time. I tell all my clients the same thing. I think I told you this on the prep call. I tell all my clients, and it sounds like a broken record, I tell them, I'm not here for a one night stand. I want longevity. So I'm not trying to take advantage of you on that first build. I do an LOF service and I might find 30 grand worth of shit, but we're gonna prioritize. Hey, this should be done now. Let's go ahead and do this here. But at the end of the day, man, we offer 24,000 mile, 24-month warranty. I make sure all my techs go over the car multiple times, and I reiterate that to my clients. My clients, I refer to my technicians to the clients by their name, Mr. Will, Mr. Vadim, Mr. Brian. They know who's working on the car. I make it more personable for them. Trying to go over all their tickets with them, going over the estimates with them, making sure they know what's going on, educating them on that. And I feel like as far as pricing goes, it's justified. It's justified for me to go over this additional information to help you understand and not just say, hey, this is what you need. What do you want to do? And in doing so, it brings down that you got to remember something. When clients come into a shop, 100% they're on a defensive. They don't know you. They're straight up. They're like, what the fuck is this guy going to try to charge me for today? Because mechanics have the worst rap ever. It's not like you go to pay your lawyer. Your lawyer, you don't care. You don't have to bargain with your lawyer. You pay him $1,000 an hour if you have to, right? Your doctor, you don't go and barter with your doctor, your dentist, or any of them. But who gets bartered with all the time? Mechanics. The first thing they do is they want to barter with you, not barter or bargain with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And they automatically think, oh, what wiper blades are going to try to sell me? Or car air fresheners. That's what used to be hung up here. When I walked into the shop the first time when I went to buy it, it was like car air fresheners, wiper blades. I'm like, oh, hell no. You go into my lobby right now, there's nothing. It looks like you're walking into a therapist's office. It's nice and clean. No car memorabilia as far as a couple paintings, but like nothing crazy. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you what I think we're worth, and I think we're worth a lot. So you're gonna pay for that.
I think that it just goes to show for the listeners out there that you're not just selling the repair work. You're not just selling the solution to somebody's problem. You're selling the entire customer experience from key to key. And I think that when auto repair shop owners start realizing that you're not just doing a repair, you're not a commodity, that you actually offer a unique experience from the time the customer calls you to the time they pick up their vehicle and in the follow-up afterwards, it makes all the difference in the world in how you value yourself, how you value your team, and how you promote your company.
Oh, no, absolutely. And like I said, I refer to my clients regarding the text. I refer to them by name. And a lot of times there might be something that I'm like, shit, I need to dumb this down, but this guy's more technical. Let me go get Brian. Brian, come out here. Come talk to Joe and explain to him what's going on with the car. And sometimes I'll bring the clients out and show them up under the car. And next thing, Brian and Joe are talking for an hour. I'm like, oh, you guys got to get to work. Joe, you got to go. Brian, get to work. And they love it. They love it. I have a lot of clients that come in, and sometimes I'll see them walk through the back. And I'm like, yo, you can't go to the back, man. No, stop. They build that comfort level, which, I encourage it. I encourage that. And I want them to have that experience of knowing when they come to see Alex and Dylan up front, they know they're going to get Brian, Will, Vadim, and they know who they're dealing with. You're not just a number when you come in here. 99% of the time, somebody can walk in that front door and I'm like, hey, Joe, what's up, man? Hey, Dan, how are you? I'm good with names and faces, so it helps out quite a bit, but it helps them.
That kind of leads into the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about, because you said something on the prep call that I think it takes some shop owners a longer time to realize than it probably should. And it's the idea that word of mouth and Google reviews can really make or break you. And I know that's something that you said you really took to heart. And I'm curious what advice you have for people on how are you turning those one-time customers, those one-night stands, into long-term regulars that want to keep coming back and seeing you.
Yeah, as far as word of mouth and Google is, Google is a game changer. Nobody, listen, you got Yelp and all that, like nobody cares about that shit. All those other, everybody knows Google. Everybody Googles. So yes, Google was a game changer, is a game changer to this day. Reviews are amazing. So that word of mouth on just reviews is on point. But again, with the repeat customers and making sure they come back, it's just the honesty. And just like I'm an open book here on the podcast, I try to do the same thing. A lot of my clients know my story. And it's crazy. I can get a guy that comes in and he's prim and proper with the tie and everything. And 10 minutes into our conversation, he was like, yeah, that fucking lady, this and that, some crazy shit. I'm just like, wow, all right, cool. And it's just like you get to be a little bit more comfortable because I don't know, man. I'm just straight up. I'm open with everybody. I'm not trying to. I cuss just like this, just like I'm cussing now. I cuss like that with the clients. And yeah, some people are like, oh man, that's not professional. It's my fucking shop. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And my clients, when I talk to them, they understand that it's not me being disrespectful or anything like that. It's just, hey, we're having the same conversation like me and you were having, David. It's just, hey, what's up, bro? How are you today?
I was gonna tell you might want to tone back the language just to.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, I think what's really coming through, man, in the conversation on the prep call, in the conversation today, is that authenticity behind the way that you communicate. You just show up as Alex every day. And it sounds like your guys get to show up the way that they are every day. And y'all don't have to be the same, but at least everybody knows that nobody's got a mask on. You guys just show up, and it seems like the atmosphere in the shop has to benefit from that. And that seems like your customers feel that too.
We have a great morale here at the shop. They're my family. Dylan, he's my right-hand man, and The clients, they love him. They love him. I'm the more high strung. Let's go. We got to get this done. And I'm running around like crazy. He's more cool, copacetic. Yeah, man. He's my yin to the yang. You know what I mean? Like complete polar opposites. And sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes I'm like, yo, seriously, get the fuck up. Let's go. But the same thing with my guys out here. We talk trash to each other. If we were just hanging out at a bar sometimes, we just have a good time. But they know when it's time to get down and dirty. Yo, all right, enough talking shit. Let's go. Let's get it done. And it works out great. It works out great, man. We don't disrespect each other here. I learn a lot from my guys. I love when they have some. I always encourage them. Yo, if you see something that might benefit you that we do different up front, come to us. Come talk to me. Let me know what we can try to change and do differently here. So yeah, just with them all being happy and comfortable, I think helps out the outcome of the vehicle itself. And in doing so, that makes a happy client.
Yeah. You kind of touched on something there that is a perfect transition, because next I wanted to talk about, you obviously lived through the loss of the business and the transition from Florida to Charlotte. And a lot of people, they don't really survive that. If they do survive that, it really impacts them. It's really hard to restart when you're going through kind of life at the bottom. And I just want to give you an opportunity, because I'm sure that there are other shop owners out there right now, or other people listening to the show. If they're going through something and you're sitting across from them right now, what is it that you would want to tell them? What's something you wanted to hear or needed to hear at that time? And I just want to kind of give you the mic and give you the opportunity to share that advice.
I'll be honest with you, man. It was tough. It was tough when I got back up here, or not back up here. When I came up here, I have no family up here. All my family's down in Miami. I have my son with me, and his mom at the time. She was the backbone, man. She held it down while we were together, and it still took a hard toll on me. Like going from making a lot of money, having everything, partying all the time, doing whatever I wanted, essentially, to like, shit, I'm making $12 an hour, trying to hustle. The drinking came on, sadness and depression came about, getting overweight, getting fat, and just like not having the energy to want to do anything. You know what I mean? That took a very big toll on me, to the point where it affected our relationship. My ex's and I's relationship. We're not together anymore. I fucked that all up. And as much as she tried, she just couldn't help. But I knew what I was good at, and I knew where I can excel. And luckily, I had a lot of friends that, with encouragement, and I tried to just make sure I stuck around people, because if I didn't have anybody, any friends, anything like that, I'd be in a ditch or some shit. To be honest with you, man. Like when I hit rock bottom, I hit it. But luckily, I had two great clients, two great friends that they helped pull me out of some shit. Because even when I was at Eurowise, man, I was coming up in the world, getting better, getting my name out there, but it was still tough. And it wasn't until we started doing things here, and even then, it wasn't smooth sailing when I started this shop. But I knew, for me, I had a lot of encouragement, but I wish I knew what I knew now, like as far as where I'm at mentally and physically. Like, just if I would have had the same mentality that I have today right now with the gym and all that good stuff, man, I would have been a millionaire by now. But for me, the best thing that I can tell anybody, man, is everybody hears this same shit. Everybody says, don't give up, right? Don't give up. It's
people say it for a reason.
Yeah, every day we got to hustle, man. Every day we got to hustle. And the truth is, this is the oldest saying, somebody's got it worse. Somebody does got it worse. They're not doing a fucking podcast. You know what I mean? They're not able to pick up a cell phone. So it's like, you got something for you. You got a shop. You're trying to do something. Just find an outlet. That's my biggest thing. You got to find that outlet. Mine is leaving during the day. I leave during the day and I come back, man. I'm like, I'm in Candyland. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm a big ass Care Bear at that point. I come back, I'm happy, hey, all smiles and butterflies and shit. And it works, man. It works as long as you have that outing. Just gotta find something that makes you happy. And if you have to make an hour to 2 hours a day in the middle of the day, do it, man. Do it. Take that time. Don't make an excuse for yourself. Oh, I gotta take care of this, take care of that. Cool. Finish it. Or do something more important and then finish that after your fun. You know what I mean? But make sure you do something. Don't drink. Don't go to the bar and shit if that's what makes you fun. Don't do that during the day. Don't come back drunk. But find something that's gonna better you, man. Benefit you. That's my advice to anybody that's going through it, man. Just try to find an outlet. That's your biggest thing, man. Find that outlet to just kind of unwind. It's a game changer.
Yeah, I love that, man. And we ask everybody who comes on the show, we're real big on the word honest here. It's the Honest Garage podcast. You know, I own Honest Mechanic Marketing. When you hear that phrase, honest mechanic or honest shop, honest garage, what does that mean for you? How does that show up in the way that you run Euro Cars Southend on the day-to-day?
Everything's honest. Everything. I stand behind my shit like 100%. I stand on it like we're in the streets, stand on it. This is all I got. This is everything that I have. So I put everything in it. If a client calls me right now and tells me, Alex, we just did this yesterday. Say no more. I'm sending a tow truck right now. Does it drive? Okay, cool. I'm sending Daniel to come pick it up. You stay home. Don't even worry about it. I'm standing on my principle every single day. I just had a customer that we did rear brakes. His brakes were squealing. His front started to squeal a little bit, but he was still low mileage. But he was at 28 months. So he was out of warranty on the fronts. But I said, you know what? Do them. Just redo it. And I talked to WorldPack and I said, hey, help me out. Good faith this for me. They helped me out. And we did it. So he got a full set of brakes just because I didn't want him to question, oh, it's still squealing, this and that. Why didn't we catch this? No, just do it. He's a great client. Send it. He's got 8 cars with us. Why not? So yes, when I hear honest garage, 100% that's here. There's no sugarcoat. My guys, I don't want anything to come back and kick me in my ass. I don't want anything to ever come back and say, shit, what did I tell him on this? Like, do I have to make up a lie? No, it's all right there, black and white. It's on your invoice. It's on your service notes, all that. And I can be confident when I tell you, I got you. And that's another, my guys are always like, I got you. I tell all my clients, I got you. At the end of the day, you have nothing to worry about. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to take care of you always.
That's awesome, man. Love to hear that. And I know we're kind of limited on time with the format of the podcast, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to share some of your contact info. If people want to connect with you, if something from your story really causes them to want to reach out, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can reach out to my email. It's Euro Cars Southend, the name of the company, at gmail.com. I got my IG. It's 305 PNUT. 305 Peanut is my Instagram. My Facebook is Alex Peanut Rodriguez. Everybody calls me Peanut. And then you got the shop. You can call the shop if you ever need anything. Another shop, if a shop locally sees this and they need something, 980-819-9230.
That's awesome, man. Appreciate you doing that. One of the coolest things that we've seen since we started running the podcast is that we have people who are listening to these episodes and they want to dig deeper on an idea or get to know that shop owner a little bit better, or even just reach out with a word of encouragement. And it's really cool to see the community that's being built around honest shop owners across the country. So we love to help facilitate that.
Oh yeah, man. I love it, man. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I love to build bridges, man. I love anywhere I can help. Like I just quick one. I just picked up a set of wheel locks that we were looking for all over, Porsche wheel lock kit, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And we went to go take a car for an alignment, and I'm like, dude, you have my shit this whole time? And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. But I was like, keep it. Because I bought another set. I was like, just keep it, man. But yeah, no, I love it. I love being able to talk to other shops because we're in this together, man. You know, and that's how this is how we survive. Let's go.
That's awesome, man. So if you're out there and you're listening, I just want to say one more big thanks to Alex, first of all, for being on the show, taking the time to share your knowledge. But if you're out there and you're listening and you got value from today's conversation, reach out to Alex. Like the show, like this episode, follow the show so you don't miss future episodes. Leave us a review so that other shop owners can find this show and so that we can get it rising up through the charts on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. And for more marketing resources or marketing help, you can always reach out to us at honestmechanicmarketing.com. But really, everybody out there, thanks for listening. And as always, keep it honest in the garage.
Everything starts over here in your head, like dreams. You see the picture, you want to be there at that level. Yeah. But also scary, yes, because the beginning is always hard. Anything you start in the beginning is not easy. You know what? I think everybody needs a coach. Even if I have 2 shops, I've been so many years experience as a tech. I don't do repairs anymore on my side, but having a coach helps a lot, because you have a coaching company to give you better advices, because sometimes you can go ask GPT or Google now, but it might be a lie. So it's better to have a person like you and me talking over here to tell you know what, Julio, these are your numbers that you have. This is what you can do to reach that level that you want and move forward to open another business.